Proud, pleased. Like you say, the second half in particular, we made a couple of changes at half time in terms of tactical, but we spoke a lot about their character, their belief about them sticking together. And that's exactly what they did, and they got what they deserved. So yeah, really pleased.
Because they had the moments in the first half. Did you feel you were still in the game?
100%. With the group of players that we've got in there, we always feel like we're in games. So, like I said, we made those couple of tweaks. We asked them to stick together. We asked them to show character and believe. So, and that's what they did, and that's when you get your rewards.
Particularly looking at the first half, do you feel the players were affected at all by events this week?
Like we said the other day, you have your kind of time to process it, but then there's another game of football. We spoke about if we come here feeling sorry for ourselves, we will end up feeling sorry for ourselves. And we didn't want to do that. We spoke about it again at half time. We certainly didn't want to feel like that come the end of the game. And we don't now because of the character that the players showed.
And you also had quite a few things to deal with we knew Josh Eccles was suspended, but then Dovid and Sheaf going down as well.
Yeah, Oliver had a bit of a strange kind of freak accident yesterday. Oliver's really disappointed. He's gutted not to be here today. We made that decision from advice from the medical staff to protect Oliver's health, which comes before any game of football. I'd also make a note to that Brad Collins came in today and I thought was exceptional. What he did in that second half with that moment in particular was outstanding. And Ben Sheaf, you know, he's our captain. He's a fantastic footballer. We gave him as long as we possibly could to be available to play today. But we didn't feel like we could get the best version of Ben because he's got a bit of a knock there. So, but he was here and he's again really disappointed not to have been involved.
Yeah, and it meant that you had to sort of move players around a little bit. Do you feel they coped with that well?
Yeah, I do. You know, we asked players to go in there. We asked Joel to go into midfield, but you know, okay, Joel's played a lot of his football in the back line, but he's played a lot of games in midfield at international level for Jamaica as well. So it's not like we were asking him to do something that he hasn't got the skill set to go and do. And absolutely, I thought to a man the players were fantastic today.
You sense that the home crowd were getting anxious. Were you a bit surprised that Sunderland let you onto them a little bit in the second half?
Did they let us onto them, or did we impose ourselves more in the game? That's how I feel, and that's the impact that we wanted to have in the second half. That's what we asked the players to go and do, and that's what they did.
Great cross from Tatsu Sakamoto, so he had an impact off the bench.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Tatsu was unlucky not to be in the starting 11. He obviously scored in midweek, and he's a fantastic player. When we put him on the pitch, we asked him to get wide, we asked him to get balls in the box, and then we told the players in the middle to get their bodies in the box, and obviously Jack Badoni's got his reward for doing so as well.
And I mean, inevitably they caught you on the rake a few times, but you coped with that pretty well. I mean, you mentioned Brad Collins, who made two great interventions, didn't they?
Yeah, it's not good on your heart rate, is it, when you stood on the side here, those kind of open moments. But, you know, yes, we had those moments where you're probably a little bit nervous at certain times, but, you know, I thought it was a fantastic game of football for any neutral to come here and watch today. Two really committed teams, and I'm pleased, like I say, really pleased for the boys that are in there and the result we got in the end.
And the Sky Blues fans, they sang Mark Roberts' name a few times. What did you feel from your support today?
Expected to hear that, because, you know, the Gaffer's been an incredible manager for this football club. You know, everyone that's paid their hard-earned money to travel up here today, which is a long way away from Coventry, as we all know, they all want the best for Coventry City Football Club. Us here, standing here now, we want the best for Coventry City Football Club, and what the manager did for a long time was deliver a massive impact, positive impact on Coventry City Football Club, so it wasn't a surprise to hear that. And
how's your right? Looked a nasty ankle twist, was it?
Yeah, I've just had a brief conversation with him there. Obviously, it'll take time to assess it properly. I thought Hadji was terrific today. I thought Hadji was fantastic. I think he's a fantastic player in this division. He can cause people real problems. So that's disappointing. But obviously, we go into an international break now where he might have a bit of time to assess it, to recover, and hopefully be all right.
Was he due to play international football in this window?
He's been called up. Like I say, I've spoke to him briefly. He's got a bag of ice on his ankle at the moment. The outcome and the assessment, things like that, is too soon to say. But yeah, he would have been involved.
So, as you say, 2 weeks to the next game. Have you been given any indication as to whether you might still be in charge of the next game?
Day by day, Clive. So day by day. So, you know, it's been a whirlwind 48 hours. It has. You know, I've been asked to take the team. I'll do it to the best of my ability for as long as I'm needed to do so. Like I say, this is about a lot of people care about Coventry City Football Club. I really care about Coventry City Football Club, and if I'm asked to do something for however long it is, I'll do it to the best of my ability.
Oh, Ben, firstly, just explain why you're here and not weren't out on the pitch today.
Well, obviously, I would have loved to have been involved today and played the game, but I just picked up a knock on Wednesday night, and it was a bit touch and go since then as to whether I played today. We made a late call this morning, whether I play or not, and it was just too soon. So I was obviously devastated about that, but I had full confidence in the boys. They were going to come and get results today. So yeah, it's nothing too serious, but it just wasn't available today, sadly.
It's obviously been a difficult week as captain. What have you made of it?
Yeah, it's been difficult. It took us all by surprise. The gaffer's he's done an amazing job here. We didn't quite see it coming. And when things like that happen, you'll feel responsible for it. But it's no secret he's a legend at the club, and for me personally, I'm super grateful and thankful for what he's done for me. So yeah, I wish him all the best, and it was like you say, it was a difficult week, but I'm glad we managed to claw a result today. Yeah.
You always get sort of cliches like not lost, stressing, and all that sort of thing. The team was still very much with them, weren't they?
Oh, 100%, yeah. Lads were fully backing the manager, and like I said, it was all a surprise for us when the news broke. But things like this happen in football. We just got to learn from it, I guess, and just try and kick on now.
All your time at Coventry up to now has been with him as manager. He signed you on loan, then permanently made you captain. How do you look back at your time playing for Mark here?
Yeah, I think it's quite clear that I've grown a lot under him, and like I said, I owe him a lot. He's been fantastic for me, and each year I feel like I've got better and better. And as you said, he gave me the armband, which was a massive honour for me. So, like I said, I've got nothing but good things to say, and I just wish him all the best.
He gave you some memorable moments, some big days, didn't there?
Yeah, we did have some really good memories. Couple at Wembley on the bad side of them, but like I said, throughout the 4 and a bit years I've been here, it's been constant progression, and it's sad to see him go.
As you say, it's football. In fact, in a way, you've been fortunate that it's taken this long to happen, that a change of manager, but it happens all the time. How do players sort of have to deal with that?
It's not easy. There's a lot of uncertainty about, but like you say, it's not really happened to me too many times in my career. It's happened to a few other lads, but you just got to control what you can control, and until something happens or whoever's appointed is appointed, then you go from there. But for the time being, we're going to stay together, look after each other, and that's all we can do for now, and keep trying to train well and grind out results.
And you've got a couple of weeks before the next game. That'll give you a chance, I suppose, to sort of reflect.
Yeah, I think so. It's probably come at a decent time. 2 weeks now between games, and we can regroup and just try keep the good habits, and hopefully the results will come. And
a very credible away point here is moving in the right direction, I guess.
Yeah, 100%. It was a game of two halves, really. We weren't quite at it in the first half, and then we were much better in the second half, and I think we fully deserved to get at least a point from the game. So I'm really proud of the lads and the character they showed today, and that just shows what this dressing room and this club's all about.